Okay, so this story is from January of 2026. And what happened was the Talon First Nation, population 4,000 with about 800 people, living in the territory. They received, each one of them that lived, I think probably the ones that didn't live on reserve as well, received $10,000 to every man, woman, and child, merely for showing up to receive an offer of about $1.2 billion. I don't know how that money will be spread out, but even to hear this offer, they paid out. I don't know. What is 4,000 times. Oof, that's a big number, isn't it? And this is primarily because their ancestors lived somewhere in Canada. It wouldn't necessarily have been on the land that they're living on now, because there was a lot of warfare and slavery, and they're kind of a nomadic people anyway, right? It was a nomadic lifestyle. They were hunters. People don't think about how tough that must have been without any, modern accoutrements. They survived by hunting buffalo. Like, if you took your skinny ass body out with the sort of clothes that they might have had, probably not very comfortable, and not as warm as you would expect, and they, probably they did have good clothes. I would imagine they must have actually. Yeah, but how tough they had to be, eh? Carving sticks into points and sticking them into buffalo. Holy cow. So, hats off to them for that. But, this notion that they've been sedentary. First, they've been moving around, right? Aggressing on each other and like that. Yeah, so they get it primarily because their ancestors lived somewhere in Canada, not necessarily where they live now. And there was a lot of, that's what I just said, there was a lot of migration around and contact between tribes and all that kind of thing. Anyway, I find this fascinating. And I wonder what's going to happen with the provincial tax revenue. That would be my concern with this, the biggest one. Seriously, what will this do to tax revenue in the province? It's funny, I haven't seen much conversation about that. That's outrageous. Really outrageous. Please tell me a story.